Stop recording.
Okay.
Inside here, there's an SD card. Just push on the SD card and it will pop in your hand. You can take it home. There's a home video.
So, can you turn that down just a touch?
Yeah.
This is for people who've never done this.
Is that a little bit better? All right, so on the center dash, we already have it in the first car. Center dash, you'll see a start record icon at the top. Press start record just once, and about 5 seconds later, it changes the screen and acknowledges that you're recording. And Timmy will point out where that SD card is that you get at the end of your drive. While he's doing all that, please get buckled up, get the seat in a good spot. We'll be underway in just a moment. All right. So when you drive, what I suggest is automatic. In the limited number of laps that we have, people tend to get more out of staying in automatic mode than concerning with shifting. If you want to shift, the paddles are there for you to use. It's completely up to you. All right, so begin to follow me out of pit lane. And the first lap, if you've been here before, it reacclimates you to the track. If you're new to Homestead, then the first lap enables you to memorize the track and kind of know where the references are, so that way as we drive throughout the session, we can be more consistent with car placement, enabling us to go quicker and quicker. We'll come out of the pits, stay to the left. That's good racing etiquette. And then the first reference we see is the green apex cone of turn number 2. And we'll track out at 2. This will be a short little acceleration run to 3. 3 is another hairpin left. And the line's a little different because we're going to hold this apex. That's why there's 2 cones here. Hold this apex for a long time so that turn 4 can be taken more quickly. All the way down to the apex. And we'll accelerate down this straightaway. So it's a good acceleration run. At the end of the straightaway are braking references. We'll brake when we get to the first one, and there's a hairpin right that follows. Hard brake at that first braking reference. Again, looking for that green cone to the right, which is our apex. All the way to the green cone. Straighten the wheel and accelerate. And the kink here, 7, we're going to stay on some throttle as we drive through, down to the apex, and accelerate away from that apex. And we have a hairpin we're approaching, so we're going to brake hard at the first line of cones coming up on our right. Aggressive braking, especially as we go fast. I'd like to see you guys brake harder. Right now it's not required, but if I see that, I feel confident in taking us down these straightaways faster. Down to your apex. Look up to the exit point. We'll accelerate. When I say look ahead, see those green lights? Look to that first green light right now. We're going to accelerate underneath that light. As we do so, we'll begin slowing shortly after. There's a quick left-hander coming up, but it's pretty wet out. So we got to slow down a bit for it. Dry enough to get down to the apex, but still pretty damp. And then braking in a straight line for this quick left-hander that follows. And then we have a right-left combo. We're going to compromise our speed in the right. We're going to take off more speed than necessary for the right, so that we have an optimal line exiting onto the banking. And we'll accelerate the car pretty aggressively past start finish where the green light is. And then we'll begin slowing down. In turn 1, the goal is to go by this apex, which is green zone, and go straight for the turn into turn 2. That straightens out our braking zone, enabling the car to brake in a very stable format. Have your apex in 2, look up to the exit. Accelerate up to 3. The second car, look down the straightaway before you add throttle. Second car, you went to throttle a little bit too soon there. No big deal. Just look, turn before you add throttle. So look down the straightaway, make sure the car is nice and stable. We'll accelerate. The first line of cones again coming up on the left. And we're going fast. I want to see everybody braking aggressively when they get to that line of cones. Then look into the apex. Don't let it be a mystery where the car needs to go. Always think, where does the car need to go next? Where does the car need to go next? Alright, second car tracked out a little too far. That paint is wet. Paint and water don't mix. So again, you went to throttle early, tracked out too soon, we put you out there kind of far. Turn the wheel when the car is going slow. So the faster you go, the less you can turn the wheel. Going to throttle and adding steering it makes the car kind of fight itself, so to speak. Turn the most before you go to throttle, and then when you're able to straighten the wheel, you can accelerate the car aggressively. So that's much better, actually. We're going to accelerate underneath this green light. And you get a little bit of braking, more fairly damp. You can still get to a dry line, but the grip level's pretty low. Brake in a straight line for the left-hander that follows. There you go, a little throttle through that left-hander, and then again back onto the front straight. So look past this corner, look up to start, finish, find that green light as soon as you can. Looking good. We'll accelerate past start, finish, and slow for turn number 1. Down to the apex of 1, find the gas pedal. Straighten the hands, looking at the turn in a 2. Down to your apex in 2. Braking for 3. Compromise 3. The 4 is a little easier. Looking good back there, guys. On some throttle and accelerate. We'll accelerate all the way to the braking cones to the next hairpin. Then we're going to brake hard. Hard brake at that first line of cones. Looking good. Down to your apex here. Turn. Alright, nice correction, lead car. Nice adjustment. I like that. Down to your apex here. We'll accelerate. Down to the first line of cones again. Be another aggressive initial brake. Down to your apex here. This hairpin. Look down the next straightaway. Alright guys, that was good. We're going to back the intensity off just a bit. We'll roll back to pit lane. Very nice job. Okay, we cruise into the pits. When you stop your car, put it in park and take your foot off the brake, and then I'll explain how to get your SD card. Alright guys, we're going to pull in here on the left, park in behind me and park tight behind me. When the cars stop, put the shifter up into park, take your foot off the brake. On the center cue you'll see a stop recording icon. Press stop recording